I've just talked about the many programs in which I was involved that reach out to the community. Let me talk about one other issue that I've been involved with recently. Over the years, I've participated in drafting amicus briefs and other public statements on behalf of the DC Affairs community. But because of concerns that public statements of a mandatory bar might violate the First Amendment rights of some of its members, this has become more difficult. I served on a special working group with bar leadership to revise the bar's policies and procedures so that the DC bar's communities can continue to submit amicus briefs and other public statements, some of which we are working on now. This work is so important. There has never been a time when the voices of lawyers on public matters have been more needed in our community. As bar secretary, my first priority would be to look for ways, like the work of the DC Affairs community, to connect members to the wider community.
The first initiative that I would prioritize is strategic planning for a post-pandemic world. The last year brought about a lot of disruption. Having worked from home over the last year, I know many of us are experiencing some anxiety about the full-time return to work and the expectations that will come with that. I think the DC Bar has a real opportunity here to help our membership navigate this new world. We need to ensure that once the work of the health professionals is done, we create a feeling of safety and security within the courts as well as in our places of business. We also need to ensure that those in need of legal assistance are not left behind. And so these are areas that the DC Bar can be exploring in all of its programming as well as within the communities.
If I'm elected, there's a lot of different policies and initiatives that I'm really excited to be a part of, but the most pressing issues that I think we'll be facing as we finish 2021 and head into 2022 is the tsunami of legal need that is going to come as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic and the end of the moratorium on evictions and the other changes to the way that those who need legal services most are accessing those services. As a community, the DC Bar needs to be prepared to ensure that all of those who will be seeking assistance will have access to that assistance as they navigate all the legal challenges that are resulting from the pandemic.